What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, live from New York City, actually. We got some big news to go over here. Check this out. Russian state TV warns U.S. a nuclear strike will happen, and the U.S. is in the crosshairs. And I'll let you see the footage of what they aired on Russian state TV for Russians to see, and this warning for Americans. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Also, the Wagner Group boss, some Russian officials are saying that there is a mutiny and that Putin's mercenaries refuse to follow orders. Well, some people are saying that the Wagner Group boss may try to overtake Putin or maybe the next successor for Putin. Yeah, if you've seen one of my recent videos here, China is actually preparing for Putin's downfall if Putin somehow gets offed or is taken down or is no longer the leader here in the short term. There's a lot of rumors circulating about this, and the Wagner Group boss, Russia's mercenary group, but really is a big part of their army. Um, you know, if somehow he becomes the leader, he's been very outspoken against Putin. He's really the only Russian official or Russian leader that even speaks out against Putin and has been very outright and forthcoming about speaking out against Putin. If anybody else did this, they would literally have his head. But he has a whole army literally protecting him. It's very, very odd, even to do this. It almost has my spidey sense tingling that maybe it's just part of their plan, or literally he has an army and Putin can't do anything, and they're strong, so it's like Russia needs them. It literally could go either way. You can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'm not sure. Also, as you can see here, there's a Wagner Group mutiny. This is the mercenary group out of Russia, as they're refusing Putin's orders. Take a look here. Former Russian commander Igor Girkin has accused the Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin of mutiny for rejecting an order that would require his notorious paramilitary outfit to sign contracts with Russian Defense Ministry, saying, quote, "This is an act of mutiny. If you call a spade," Gherkin wrote in a Telegram post on Sunday, saying this in out in the public. And the Wagner Group boss has played a critical role in Russia effort to seize Bakhmut. Then they handed it over to the Russian army, and the Russian army lost control of it in just a matter of a few days. The Wagner Group, it took them 224 days, along with help of Russia's army, to seize Bakhmut. And then Russia's army, literally within matter of a few days, lost control of it. Throughout the months-long push to take control of Bakhmut and until the Wagner Group withdrew from the city this month, Prigozhin, the Wagner Group boss, repeatedly accused Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu of intentionally depriving his fighters of ammunition and support. Shoigu said all voluntary fighters who are fighting for Russia have to sign a formal contract with all Russian Federation by July 1st, including the Wagner Group. Prigozhin quickly shut down Shoigu's demand, saying in a statement, quote, "Those orders and decrees from Shoigu, they apply to employees of the Ministry of Defense and military personnel. Quote, private military company of the Wagner Group will not sign any contracts with Shoigu or basically with Russia," he said on Telegram, basically defying Russian orders. Yeah. Anton Gerkashenko An advisor to Ukraine's Ministry of Internal Affairs weighed in on the dispute, saying that Russian authorities refer to private military companies such as Wagner as volunteer units. In reality, Shoigu's, even though they're paid, right? In reality, Shoigu's order may be of consequence to take the conflict with Prigozhin and an attempt to take the Wagner operatives under his control. We'll see about that, right? Also, Russia State TV warns the U.S. that a nuclear strike will happen, and the U.S. is in the crosshairs. If you know, Russian State TV is controlled by Russia from the Russian government, pretty similar to China. China State TV is controlled by China, by the government. Also kind of similar back to World War II with Germany, controlled by the government. Everything you see there is controlled by the government. Same thing with their internet. You can't go out and freely search on the internet. There's no YouTube. A person can't go on YouTube like me and just say anything I want. I can't trash the president over there in Russia, whether I'm left or right or in the middle. You can't just go out and trash the president if you're in Russia. They would literally throw you in prison for life. There's no free speech like that over there in Russia. So keep that in mind. Yeah, people don't realize that. Go over there in Russia and try to get on the internet and just say whatever you want about the president. Yeah, it's not happening. You would literally be thrown in prison for life. Yeah, people don't kind of realize the freedom that the United States has. Go over there in China and try to say that stuff. Yeah. So here's what Russian State TV is saying now, a warning for Americans and a lot of the rest of the world. Take a listen to this here.
You're not even allowed to kill yourself anymore in North Korea.
Yeah, with North Korea, if you're watching my previous video, I'll link it to some of these videos here at the end of this video. You're not even allowed to kill yourself anymore in North Korea. Oh. Yeah. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, take a listen to this here.
И, конечно, вопрос, это все перейдет в ядерную фазу или нет? Потому что если так все дальше идет, то перейдет обязательно. И не тактическим шарахать мы будем на Украине, уж поверьте. Ну, сердце у спрута, по Стругацким, это Соединенные Штаты Америки. И все цели, которые, должны быть под прицелом, они же из советских времен есть. И те, которые в Америке, и те, которые в Европе, и те, которые в других местах, где сосредоточено американское ядерное оружие, где стоят американские военные базы. Вот хотелось бы, чтобы на подлете к этой ядерной фазе мы все-таки добили врага, не перейдя этот Рубикон. Но если придется, что теперь поделать?
So it says here, of course, the question is, will it all reach the nuclear phase or not? And because if it keeps going like this, it definitely will. And it won't be tactical, but strategic nuclear weapons that will be striking at Ukraine. Believe me, the United States of America and all the targets that need to be in the crosshairs, they have been there since Soviet times. And those in the US and those in Europe and those in other places where American nuclear weapons are concentrated, where there are military bases. So I wish that on the way to the nuclear phase, we could finish off the enemy without crossing the Rubicon. But if we have to, what can we do? So basically, this is Russia State TV, which is approved by the Russian government, per se, and then put on TV, saying if we have to use nuclear weapons, what can we do? America's in the crosshairs. Europe's in the crosshairs. If we have to do this, well, we have no other choice. This is what they're saying on Russian State TV to the Russian general population. This is what they're preparing their own people for. This is what they're saying out to millions of Russians. And they're doing this here. This is several times now. So they're preparing their own people for nuclear war. Okay? So you got to kind of think about this there. They're literally preparing their own people to attack America and Europe with nuclear weapons, and Ukraine with nuclear weapons. And they're now saying they're not just going to use the tactical nuclear weapons, the smaller nuclear weapons. They're saying the big ones, like the ones that were used, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the big ones. So if they're actually saying this in public to their own people,
What are they saying behind closed doors?
yeah, my wife says, imagine what they're saying behind closed doors. This is what they're saying out in public to their own people to be ready for this, be prepared for this. They're warning their own people for this. And don't forget that they've also been evacuating people from, certain things, like they evacuated people from the dam area beforehand. They evacuated people from the nuclear reactor before it happened. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are they preparing their own people for nuclear war, World War III type of situation? You,
Certainly talking about it a lot.
yeah, you heard it yourself, or heard it in Russian, seen it there. So I'll keep you up to date here. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel on a daily basis. Thank you for liking, and please share these videos with anybody that needs to hear this information, or
My hair's wet, but
on your social media channels. So yeah, here's some videos you should watch next. It just happened and will go down as a historic day in U.S. history. And here's another reason on why World War III could happen. So click on one of those videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next video.
and thank you for all your kind words. Bye.